out Nathan Lyon. We know he's a class spinner, but Zampa has the better record. He's got 42 wickets and he goes at an economy of less than 6, which is outstanding for a leg spinner.
Zampa, right arm over the wicket. Darwin runs the ball down to long off for a single. He moves to 18, India 1 for 42. I'll tell you who Australia could use out there at the moment, trying to pick up a wicket with these two going. The Duke, John Hastings. He played against Dhoni 5 times, got him 3 times. He played against Darwin 5 times, got him 3 times. He played against Kohli 5 times.
Let's get him down there.
3 times. Duke, get to the lip. Kohli turns this ball to the onside. And it's fielded by Finch. There is no run. So when John Hastings comes back on, we'll find out the secret for dismissing these key Indian men. Kohli's 15. He waits for Zampa. He slashes out to cover points. Takes a single. Hanscom does the fielding. Kohli to 16, 1 for 43. 1 to come in the 13th over.
I'm not sure we would have seen the Duke with a headband on, but I quite like to see him with the green headband on, tearing in. The imposing figure, that's the Duke.
Imposing's a good word. Last ball of the over. Flat out wrapped on the pad, but an abbreviated appeal. Shikadawan trying to turn that ball to the onside. It's a dot to end the over. 4 runs off Zampa's first over. 13 overs of the run chase complete for India. 1 for 43, Darwin 18, and Kohli on 16. Grand Slam one-day cricket at a half-full MCG. He said that at most grounds that would point to a modest crowd. Here means over 50,000. Great to have your company wherever you're listening around the country. And on BBC 5 Live Sports Extra as well. You have to say, Kristen, at least 80% of the fans appear to be supporting India. Short outside the off stump and cracked away by Kohli. Right out of the middle of the bat. It would have gone through the goal square at the front road end if we were in AFL season. What a shot. And the fans rise as the Indian captain moves to 20. India 1 for 47 at the start of the 14th.
He's had a really good look now, Kohli, and he looks ready to launch. Big Billy wasn't necessarily a bad ball, but Kohli's in some kind of touch.
A slip and a gully. How's the response from Stanlake? A glide on the bounce to gully. No run. Came up at eye height on the bounce and was taken by Sean Marsh.
I think you're right here with this crowd. I think it's probably more than 80%. Every time Kohli moves, everyone roars. But to be fair, I reckon there's a lot of Australian fans out there that are probably going for Virat Kohli as well, so it may not be an indicator of the percentage of fans here.
He's 20 not out. Stanley Cole defended into the offside. Now the maximum point to field. No run. Given a life by Hanscom in the previous Stanley over. Went high and very quickly, but Hanscom went through his hands at first slip.
And unfortunately, you count every run when you drop it. You say to yourself, don't worry about it, but you count every run until Virat Kohli gets out, and I hope that Pete Hanscom, that's not too many.
Just loves the challenge of playing against Australia. You can see Virat Kohli as he steps back and pulls away. Out through square leg. This will get to the long boundary as well. Listen to the roar of the Indian fans. Flags up all around the ground. Virat's away and he's keen to make Hanscom and Australia pay for the let-off. He's 24, India 1 for 51. 2 to come in the 14th over.
And it didn't look like he got a big piece of that either. And he's hit it out to the longest boundary before, which again probably says a little something about the willow that he's holding. And his great timing.
He waits for Stanlake again, right up over the wicket for the members end. He drops it again to Gully and there is no run.
I like the Gully fielder here. I think it's not allowing him to just bunt it down to third, and says that if he is going to flash outside the off stump that they're giving themselves a chance there, and I think it's important that they do attack. Possibly a better option than having
series 2-1. Just on Virat Kohli, that it's his 6th one-day international century against Australia in Adelaide, 5 of which have been scored in Australia. And in Test match cricket, he scored 7 Test match centuries against Australia, of which 6 have been scored in Australia.
He just thrives on the challenge, doesn't he? And he's that real showman, and I think he loves it when the crowd boo him here in Australia.
Darwin, at the start of a new over, comes down the pitch to Adam Zampa and defends.
And I think that makes him a special kind of cricketer, those cricketers that actually like to be up against it all of the time, and it brings out the best in them. They're the people you hate playing against, but the people you love playing with.
Darwin, full toss, pulled away, but coverage out at deep back with square. Fielding is done by Pete Hanscom. Just a single, that could have gone all the way potentially if he really got hold of it. Loose one from Zampa. Darwin to 19, India 1 for 52. Shikhar Dhawan's highest one-day international score was on this ground in the World Cup against South Africa. Made 137. Kohli, who made a century here back in 2016 against the white ball, is on strike as he runs this delivery down to wide mid-off. Trots through casually for 1. He's 25. Darwin's 19. India 1 for 53. Midway through the 15th over. So many stats you could point to at the moment with Virat Kohli. Last 30 innings, 12 centuries in one-day cricket, 8 times got out. Average 99.6. Zampa flat up forward comes Darwin again. He just pushes to cover, no run.
I think that's a better length from Zampa. He did slide that one through a little bit more, but I think he's just been a touch too full here, and it's made it easy for the Indian batters to hit down the ground and into the gaps. He's just got to try and hit a length here, maybe even take a little bit of pace off the ball.
Darwin waits, cuts, out to deep point. Stoinis is there to collect. Another single added to Shikhar Dhawan's total and the Indian total. Darwin 20, India 1 for 54. 1 to come in the 15th over. Kohli's on strike. More cloud cover coming in. The radar's looking reasonably clear. Kohli turns wristily to the onside, straight to mid-wicket. Finch fields, no run, end of the over. 15 overs down in this run chase. India 1 for 54. Victory target 231. Kohli 25, Darwin 20, Alistair Nicholson and Kristen Beams with you on Grandstand. One-day cricket for India. Chahal took 6 for 42 with his leg spin, career best figures. Buninyong Kumar 2 for 28, Shami 2 for 47. Australia bowled out for 230 with still 8 balls remaining in the innings. Hanscom 58, Marsh 39 and Khawaja 34, Maxwell 26, the notable contributors in that modest Australian total. Billy Stanlake again, ball in hand at the members' end. Shikhar Dhawan will be on strike. Dhawan now just 13 runs away from registering 5,000 in one-day cricket. Up he comes over the wicket. Dhawan drives down to mid-on, Finch fields, no run. 1 for 54.
I think we just saw some vision there of Kohli before, and using the crease back and getting out of the crease as well, and just changing up those lengths a little bit. And I think that's really important on this wicket. We've seen a few batters walking at the bowler and just trying to get the lengths that they want, and that's what the very good players do. It makes it difficult from a bowling point of view. You can't just keep hitting that same spot.
Stanlake right arm over the wicket, short, pulled away by Dhawan, out to the deep. Stoinis comes around and fields a deep mid-wicket. He's fielding it the deep square leg. Dhawan to 21 with a single, India 1 for 55, but a huge gap. Finch sort of a short mid-on around Stoinis, the left-handed Dhawan out at deep square leg. Now with the right-hander on strike, things change a little. Virat Kohli have a slip, a gully, third man on the boundary, points. Covers coming up inside the circle. Stoinis out of the deep, the offside now. Finch at mid-on, larger at mid-on. There's a deep back and square, and finally this squarish out on the boundary. Stanley bowls, Kohli pulls straighter than he way through mid-wicket. Stanley bowls to Coley. Coley hits him straight on the bounce back to Stanley, who carries the ball back into the turf.
It's not much fun as a bowler these days too. The bats are massive. The ball gets cracked back at you as a bowler. There's not a lot of time to react. And I think in T20 cricket in particular, we're seeing a lot of bowlers get hit. Look at this, the Renegades bowler, Shinwa, which I thought was quite funny in itself. But his name was Shinwa, and he got hit fair in the shin, and the doctor said, oh, it's a hematoma. I thought that's quite hilarious. It's just a massive lump on your leg when you cricket ball.
Stanley bowls off the way to the onside by Coley. This is well placed, and he took the pace off it. Zampa out a deep square leg. He gets back for two. It's not about blasting the ball to the boundary. The way he compiles strategy, Virat Kohli. That's the end of the over. 1 for 57. Kohli 27. Dhawan 21. 16 overs down. The victory total is 231.
And he's an incredible athlete, Virat Kohli, and it's something from a cricket perspective we don't necessarily talk about a lot, and we talk about the skill and all of those sorts of things, but I'm always really impressed by the real athletes in our game, and for me that is a perfect example of it. It probably shouldn't be two, and a few years ago it's probably not two, but powerful, agile, fast. It allows you to be able to play two different ways. He can certainly stand and deliver and hit fours and sixes on a massive ground like this, or he can get up and down the wicket, and that's what his team requires right now. He knows that he's the key wicket, and if he gets out, it opens the door ever so slightly for this Australian team.
Marcus Stoinis has been tossed the ball at the southern end of the ground.
Is this the worst haircut? Is this the worst? I'm not sure.
Previous generations there were some pretty bad ones. At the time they were acceptable. Only Dominate had a few. Up comes Stoinis short, pulled away by Dhawan. Deep backward square, and fine leg are going to almost meet. Siddle gets there first and collects before Hanscom. They take two.
And Tony Donomate is the most mild-mannered, beautiful man that you'll ever meet, and he had one of the worst salads you've ever seen.
Dhawan 23, Kohli 27, 1 for 59 at the start of the 17th over. Short packet sides these days, of course, but for those on picture creation of the radio, Marcus Stoinis has got, it's a sort of a straight back inside, but shaved up around the top portion of the ear from the forehead right round. Hit in the air, and here he is taking a catch. Shikhar Dhawan has driven it straight back to him. He gets a critical breakthrough. Dhawan gone. India 2 for 59. Stoinis has an immediate impact that gives Australia a sense of faint hope.
And we talk about catching, and we talk about those balls coming back fast as a bowler. It's tough work, and that's an excellent catch. He could have easily dropped that one, I think, and bowlers now are well and truly under pressure, and that's an outstanding catch, and that's what needs to happen. They have to take every chance that comes their way. Stoinis comes out and has an impact straight away, and I think that's the sort of player he is. He's got the ability to impact the game on all three facets, from a fielding, bowling and batting point of view, and I think he's going to be a wonderful player for Australia, and a key player, I think, in this World Cup campaign for Australia.
That is a big wicket. So 2 down, chasing 231 to win. 2 for 59 India. 2 balls in to the 17th over. MS Dhoni is coming out to the middle of the MCG. Dhawan 23 on 46 balls. Now Dhoni, a master craftsman. The Indian fans standing all around the MCG. You're right about the percentage of them being above 80%, Kristen. Where's the gold gone?
Yeah, Marcus Stoinis taking an outstanding catch, and no one cares, but MS Dhoni walks out, and I think we all enjoy the spectacle of two of these great Indian players. But this is the door slightly ajar for this Australian team, and if they can get another
to chatter over at the moment, Kristen. It's a tremendous atmosphere with over 50,000 in at the MCG for this decider. India 2 for 59. Kohli is set for 27. Dhoni is out in the middle, scuffing away at the pitch, readying himself. Now adjusting his gloves.
They're such showmen, that's what I love about them, and the crowd is getting more and more into it. All he did was readjust his gloves, and these fans are eating it up, which is outstanding.
Hanscom goes down and slips. Stoinis comes up over the wicket, bowls to his eyes dropped. He has dropped, cold dropped at backward points. Regulation chance. Maxwell puts him down. He cut it. And almost as if Maxwell could not believe his eyes that MS Dhoni first ball would hit a dolly to him. He's put it down.
And it was a dolly. It didn't look like it was coming. It was a full-blooded shot. I think Dhoni was as surprised as Glenn Maxwell there. The big question is how much will this cost the Australian team?
2 drop catches. Hanscom has got Virat Kohli early in his innings of Billy Stanlake a tough chance, and Maxwell a regulation chance at backward point. Fans are getting involved. Wrapped on the pad, Dhoni, big appeal LBW. Turned down by the umpire, probably too high.
Yeah, definitely looked high there, but worth the running back appeal in my opinion. You never know. But that's 2 very good deliveries to get up front for MS Dhoni here. Much credit to Stoinis here.
That nip back off the wicket encouragingly for Marcus Stoinis. Michael Wilson was having none of it, but
He never changes that facial expression, does he? They look exactly the same all the time.
he'd make a great bouncer. Up comes Stoinis. Get rid of a few ruffians that have haircuts like Michael Stoinis as well, as it's run down to third man and just a single taken. 2 for 60. Dhoni off the mark with that single, but nervous start.
I think
Former Indian captain.
I think for Stoinis, I look at that haircut and it sort of looks like a man-made mullet in a lot of ways. It draws a lot of attention. It's got a bit of that sort of Dusty Martin look to it.
Yeah, there's a bit of that.
But I tell you what, when you come in and you take a wicket straight away, and then you've had a drop catch, all eyes are on you. I think you can have whatever haircut you like.
It's a bit like that slightly loose mate you have who goes out and has a big night and wakes up with a strange haircut. Stoinis comes in and bowls to Kohli. He defends back down the wicket. Well, things happen in that over for Marcus Stoinis. 17 overs completed this run chase. India 2 for 60, chasing 231 to win. Kohli got out 27. Dhoni is on 1. The double change in commentary. Janet Narula is coming in alongside Patrick Lynch.
ABC Grandstands coverage of the one-day internationals.
Australia versus India.
On ABC Radio.
Grandstand Digital Online.
And now on the ABC Listen app.
231 for victory. Billy Stanlake is going to continue on the members' end here at the MCG. It's Dhoni on 1, Virat Kohli on 27. Slip still in place. Sean Marsh there. Third man, fine leg. It's Maguire, Gully, Maxwell at point. Extra cover. Get on and Zampa at deep square leg. Just trying to work out who it is going in under the helmet. It's Pete Hanscom. Stanlake starts it over, bowls in to MS Dhoni, who drives down the ground. Timed that well. As he plays it out to long off, they'll turn and come back for a couple as Stoinis leads the foot race and flicks it back to Aaron Finch. So a couple for Dhoni to move to 3. India move to 2 for 63. Dhoni to 4. Kohli now on strike 127. Chetan, welcome back.
Stole a third there, didn't he? Surprised to see that short fielder catching. It's obvious what Big Billy is trying to do. But Dhoni and Kohli are not going to be intimidated.
Not are they?
Not a chance in hell.
Hanscom's taken the helmet off, decided to move out of short back pad position and is now moving into first slip. Billy Stanlake in to Virat Kohli, a short ball which is looking to drive on the up and straight to Maxwell at point. It felt like we almost were having a swinging moment in the match. We saw Chahale claim 2 wickets in the 24th over. He got Sean Marsh and was able to claim Usman Khawaja quickly. So go back to every old school cricket coach we've had about catches winning matches, and Glenn Maxwell would normally be the fielder in which Australia would probably pick to try and take a catch like that for MS Dhoni first up.
Glenn Maxwell's not going to have a good evening if India go on to win from here.
Stanlake into Kohli, who's forward and defending out onto the offside.
But yes, that was proper regulation catch. I mean, I was just watching the replay, and straight to Maxwell, his eyes lit up, and then the ball popped out. There's no explanation for that, really. But yes, 2 chances actually missed for Australia, not just the one.
No.
Kohli was also put down by Peter Handscomb at first slip not too long ago, so these two wouldn't have been there out in the middle. Australia would have been on top, but they're not.
Stanlake once more, right arm over the wicket. Kohli's back and pulling backward of square leg just for a single. This is fielded in the deep by Peter Siddle. Wideish fine leg. India 2 for 64 in the 18th over.
And just before Dhawan fell, there was this passage of play where Australia were just trying to keep things quiet. India were just 30 odd in the 11th over, and you just felt that yes, keeping quiet is all very fine, but in limited overs cricket, especially with Kohli and Dhawan at the crease, you need wickets.
Yeah.
They could have had 3 in the last 4-5 overs, but yeah, that's big to be a regret.
It's India a sort of 4 for 60 game on. Stanlake's in, bowls to Dhoni, who awkwardly plays it off his hip. Just was able to guide it to mid-wicket. He took off to the single and Finch gathered and through to the non-striker's end. He was able to deal with the height of the delivery from Billy Stanlake. India 2 for 65.
Also perhaps shuffled a bit too much across the stumps there. But having said that, yes, 4 for 60, game on. And most of all, you have Rohit, Dhawan, Dhoni, Kohli, all the 3 match winners from the first 2 games gone.
Yeah.
And then you have Shankar, Yadav, who haven't played any games in recent times, Dinesh Karthik,